The largest country in the world really has it all. Regal mountains, sprawling valleys, ice-covered lands, and sunlit sands, with an incredible array of natural destinations to leave any visitor in awe. Regardless if you're into history, nature, or adventure, Russia guarantees an abundance of enriching experiences. Imagine strolling through the oldest cities in Russia, like Moscow and St. Petersburg, where imperial elegance is not just a memory, but a living reality. The grandeur is palpable, not only in the glorious architecture, but also in the inviting parks, busy shopping centers, and even the ornate metro stations that feel like underground palaces. If you go further afield, Siberia and the Far East call to you with their own unique appeal. Find yourself exploring the tundra's unspoiled beauty, watching the northern lights dance across the sky, or being amazed at the raw power of towering volcanoes. For skiing fans, these regions have more slopes and powder than you could ever dream of. From the striking gilded palaces that whisper stories of the past, to the expansive natural spaces that promise endless exploration. Let me take you on a journey through Trove's list of the best places to visit in Russia. 10. Anapa. Imagine a place where the Black Sea kisses sandy beaches, and you have the perfect recipe for Anapa. This popular resort destination has been charming visitors for decades with its spas and remarkable views from the rocky promontory where Anapa's lighthouse stands. Anapa might be more modest than Sochi, but it's packed with things to do. You can dive into history at the Anapa Archaeological Museum, admire the last remaining gate of an Ottoman fort, or explore Gorgipia, an ancient site dating back to the 6th century BCE. Just a short trip from the city, the Suko Valley and the wildlife preserve of Bolshoy Utrish offer clear waters and scenic trails perfect for trekking. 9. Sochi. Sochi isn't just a summer beach resort. It's a playground of long pebble and sand beaches, iconic Stalinist architecture, and a fun summer film festival called Kinotavra. The Mazimta River, Russia's longest, slices through the town, making it a hotspot for rafting adventures. Don't miss the UNESCO-listed Caucasian State Nature Biosphere Reserve nearby, home to unique flora and fauna, including the endangered Persian leopard. When winter rolls in, Sochi transforms into a snowy wonderland with the Rosa Khutor ski resort, which gained fame during the 2014 Winter Olympics. 8. Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. If you're looking for adventure, head to Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky in the Russian Far East. Surrounded by volcanoes like the snow-covered Goryatskaya Sopka, this city can only be reached by air. Once you arrive, you'll find a lively city center filled with monuments, squares, and churches. Located on Avacha Bay, it's a prime spot for waterside strolls and whale-watching tours. Top your visit with a tour of the volcanoes, a skiing trip on Krasnaya Sopka Mountain, and an unforgettable visit to the world's only museum of salmon. And don't miss the Volcanarium Museum, where you can get an up-close look at the amazing world of volcanoes, and even touch lava. 7. Vladivostok. Vladivostok, where Russia meets the Pacific, is a dynamic city near China, North Korea, and Japan. Once closed to foreigners, it's now a must-visit on the Trans-Siberian Railway. The city takes pride in its parks, the scenic Sportivnaya Harbor, and the Eagle's Nest viewpoint. The impressive Russky Bridge links to Russky Island, home to coastal stretches and the Voroshilov Battery Museum. History buffs will enjoy the World War II C-56 Submarine Museum and Vladivostok Fortress, rich with stories of old. 6. Altai. The Altai Mountains in Siberia, part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site, extend to China, Kazakhstan, and Mongolia. This unmarred region attracts nature lovers with its frozen rivers and icy mountaintops, perfect for cross-country skiing in winter and hiking in summer. Activities you can do include diving, caving, and foraging. The Aktru Glacier offers prime trekking, while the Denisova cave reveals artifacts from 50,000 years ago. Belokarica serves as a starting point, with agencies offering organized trips into this untouched wilderness. If you could spend a week in any of the featured destinations so far, which one would it be and why? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your travel plans. If this video is inspiring your wanderlust, support us by liking this video, subscribing to Trove, and hitting the notification bell. Okay, next up. 5. Lake Baikal. A record breaker, Lake Baikal is the oldest and deepest lake in the world, and it holds over 20% of the world's fresh water. In winter, the lake's clarity is mind-blowing, with visibility up to 40 meters in some areas. Even though the surface freezes for 5 months, you can still see deep into its waters. Around August, the water temperature hits a balmy 16 degrees Celsius, perfect for a quick dip. The rest of the year, it stays below 5 degrees, making it more suitable for the brave-hearted. In summer, it's all about kayaking, boat cruises, and island hopping. In winter, you can cross-country ski across the frozen lake and explore the ice-covered Tazaran Steppes caves. 4. Kazan. Oh, you've got to check out Kazan. This city is a fantastic combination of old and new, with numerous mosques and churches, charming traditional wooden houses, and high-rise skyscrapers. It's like walking through history with a modern twist. One of the highlights is the extraordinary Kremlin, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has stood tall for over 1,000 years as a fortress overlooking the city. Bauman Street, Kazan's version of Moscow's Arbat, is perfect for a leisurely stroll. Here, you can soak in the one-of-a-kind atmosphere that merges Eastern and Western influences. Don't forget to treat yourself to an evening at the city's famous opera and ballet theater for some world-class performances. For a peaceful escape, head to the Raifa Monastery, just a 20-minute drive from the city. You can hire a small boat on the lake around the monastery and enjoy the outstandingly beautiful and restful surroundings. Kazan is also a food lover's paradise. Be sure to try the local Tatar cuisine. The soups and the sweet chak-chak are absolute must-tries. If you're up for a bit more adventure, take a boat trip along the Volga, Europe's longest river, which flows right through the heart of Kazan. And for a touch of intellectual history, visit Kazan University, where legends like Tolstoy and Lenin once studied. 3. Golden Ring. The Golden Ring is a string of ancient towns and cities that are practically living museums. Imagine wandering through places dating back to the 10th century, where you can literally feel history in the air. These towns boast ancient forts, majestic monasteries, and magnificent cathedrals, earning several of them UNESCO World Heritage status. It's like stepping back in time to old Mother Russia, where locals still embrace a traditional lifestyle, complete with dachas, and keep alive the old ways of cooking, craft making, and religious rituals. 2. St. Petersburg. Even though St. Petersburg is smaller than Moscow, there's so much to see that one day won't do it justice. St. Petersburg has a distinctly European vibe, with fine art and exquisite architecture around every corner. You can explore the city on foot to admire its grand buildings up close, or hop on a cruise to navigate the 300 kilometers of canals. Must-see spots include Moika Palace, famous for being where Rasputin met his end, and the breathtaking St. Isaac's Cathedral. The Hermitage Museum, with its staggering collection of over 3 million items, is another highlight. And don't miss a day trip to the Peterhof Palace, which rivals France's Versailles in its splendor. 1. Moscow. As the spirited heart of Russia, Moscow is where most international flights land. The city is a dynamic mix of lush parks, incredible architecture, and celebrated history. Start your exploration in the center, where the Kremlin, Red Square, and the iconic St. Basil's Cathedral await. Even if shopping at Gum's luxury stores is out of reach, it's a great spot to admire the architecture and sample authentic Russian cuisine. Moscow's museum, like the State Tretyakov Gallery, and the Pushkin Museum, are a must for art lovers. Don't forget to catch a performance at the Bolshoi Theater if you can snag tickets. For an incomparable experience, explore the pedestrian-only Stary Arbat Street and stroll along the river Moskva. And you can't leave Moscow without riding its metro. Each station is like an underground palace, adorned with crystal chandeliers, mosaics, and marble. Mayakovskaya and Kievskaya stations are particularly striking and worth the visit. Moscow is going to be an adventure you'll forever cherish. Which of the top 10 destinations in Russia featured in our video is at the top of your travel list? Share your favorite in the comments. We love reading your thoughts. And that wraps up our tour of the top 10 must-see destinations in Russia. If these incredible spots inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our future adventures. Your support and interactions are important in helping our channel grow. Thanks for being part of the Trove community, and see you next time.